What's going on, everyone? MikeO back doing a card show recap. So last weekend, was able to get over to the Neshaminy Mall card show, one of the better mall shows in the area. Always a fun time. A lot of great dealers. This show was a little different. They don't usually have shows in November, so 3 or 4 of the regulars were not set up. There were other dealers set up, though. When I first got there, I was kind of a little disappointed, kind of thinking, oh, this might be a quick trip, and it quickly turned into a long day at the show, but not long in a bad way, long in a very good way. Was able to meet up with a bunch of friends, always meet up with my buddy Ed, aka Wesker Griff at the Neshaminy show, always have a good time going through boxes and talking about cards and stuff and hanging out with him, talking about the hobby, catching up. Also, Ray from Philly, longtime friend of the channel and friend of mine, finally got to hang out with Ray a little bit. Believe it or not, it had been since about February of 2020 since we saw each other in person. Now we talk on the phone and, online and stuff and watch each other's videos, but it was nice to see Ray and his son Ray again, meet some others, met up with my buddy Jeremy, and saw a lot of others as well. So it's always great to talk to dealers and other collectors. So it was awesome. And I ended up spending a bit more than I expected. Kind of figured, maybe I'll spend $30-$40, and it turned into much more. So we're going to go through some of it, just showing off some stuff I picked up and enjoying the hobby. Some of the stuff was a dime, some of the stuff $5, some of the stuff I spent a little bit on. So let's take a look at some of the cards here. All right, so just some random pickups here. It's a 1983 Permagraphics Mike Schmidt. Just one I didn't have, an example of a product I didn't have in the Phillies collection. So I've been eyeing some of these up for a while. Was able to pick this one up, so pretty cool. Super random oddball for $1. Just thought it was a decent deal. Mike Adams, he had a nice career as a reliever. Not so much in Philadelphia. Was one of those free agent signings that didn't necessarily work out great. He wasn't horrendous, but he wasn't very good either. Anyway, the pinks are numbered to 50, and you just don't see him that much. And for $1, I figured, what the heck, why not? This is a card I'm sure I could probably pick up on Sport Lots for like 10 cents. I didn't even know it existed. First time I'd ever seen it. Score. So this is a Score highlights card from 93 Score. Triple play for 1. Mickey Morandini, 1992 season highlight, where he had a unassisted triple play. So I just figured, what the hell, I'll grab that. Thought this was a nice deal. 1999 CC Sabathia Topps Update rookie. Not in perfect condition. These cards go at a pretty decent price in gem mint condition. This one has some centering issues. Not terribly chipped or anything, but just figured that was a good deal. Picked up a Richie Ashburn Panini Mini. This is from 2013 Panini Golden Age. Just thought it was a cool Ashburn that I did not have in the collection. Picked up a Zack Wheeler Bowman Auto. Forget sometimes he was a Giants prospect. Acquired by the Mets for Carlos Beltran. But Zack Wheeler, one of the candidates, one of the 3 finalists for Cy Young. There's definitely cases to be made for him to win it. I don't think he'll win it. I think it'll probably be Max Scherzer. But he actually threw like 30 or 40 more innings than both Scherzer or Corbin Burns. Those guys had better analytical stats, better ERAs, but what would have happened if they had pitched another 34 innings? Would they have been as good as Zack Wheeler? I don't know. We don't know. But the workhorse mentality of baseball, at least from the pitching perspective, complete games, shutouts, stuff like that, isn't really as big of a factor anymore. But Zack Wheeler, certainly one of the best pitchers in baseball in 2021, had a great year, and I thought that was a great price on a pickup. 1970 Top Story, Darren Johnson. Just thought that was a neat addition to the Phillies collection. And then I also picked up this Bobby Abreu, which has a little bit of chipping. Not in perfect condition, but not something you see all the time. This is from Flair Showcase, and it is serial numbered 2 of 15. So, thought that was a cool ad. And Bobby Brayo, fantastic career. He's one of those guys that should hang on the Hall of Fame ballot for a little while. I don't really anticipate him getting in. I feel like if he actually played in another era where there weren't as many big stars, he might get in. Like, his numbers are pretty good, and he was an excellent player that kind of did it all a little bit. Won a Gold Glove as an outfielder, stole bases, had some power, but he just gets very overshadowed. He's on just some exclusive list. If you look at like certain seasons or certain numbers, like stolen bases, home runs and stuff, he's like one of 5 guys. He's on those types of lists a lot. Excellent player. Not really a guy who dominated the sport at all, but hell of a player and a fun player to collect. All right, some old school stuff. Picked up this silk with the backing. This will be going into SGC, Old Mill Cigarettes. Don't really care about condition, just want it slabbed. I have one of these in the collection, but it did not have the back, so that's why I picked that up. And then I got a 1931 W517 Lefty O'Doul. So this is a Phillies card, says Phillies NL. He's got the New York hat on, but don't know of any other Phillies cards, vintage-wise, pre-war-wise, of Lefty O'Doul. He is on the list of Hall of Fame candidates this year. I think it's a very unlikely scenario for him to get in, but even to be considered so many years later is interesting. And if you read his story and like his impact on baseball, both domestic and abroad, I think he's an interesting player. So pick that one up. Look forward to getting that slabbed as well. A few cheap football pickups. Old school finest Bruce Smith. I like picking up some Bruce Smith stuff from time to time. Hall of Famer and one of my brother's favorites, so I always like picking him up. This is Drew Bledsoe, 2012. Totally certified. Just a cool card for the Bledsoe collection. Nice Curtis Martin Flair Showcase. I'm sure I have this, but Flair Showcase just so nice. Ben Coates, awesome tight end. Kind of gets forgotten in today's world where, good tight ends are a dime a dozen now. I mean, not to say that they're not fantastic, but they're certainly more common. Back in the 90s, late 90s, Ben Coates was awesome for like a 5 or 6 year stretch. Him and Shannon Sharp. Another Ben Coates. Select certified gold. Mirror gold. Another certified 95 Score Summit edition. Score Summit is a beautiful set. I love those cards. They look great, and the parallels are amazing too. I forget what the heck are they even called. Ground Zero. But beautiful card. So you can collect stuff at cheap prices. Look at this one. Matrix. And all NFL team. Ben Coates. So those were some fun pickups. And I got a whole stack of Phillies here. And I was looking through some of these Phillies I got from a few different guys. But the one box I was going through and I was hanging out with Ed and we were just kind of talking. And it's like the hobby is so controlled by the investors and the flippers and all that stuff now. And certainly the money aspect of the hobby is important. That's kind of what keeps the hobby going. If you're going to, a lot of people are going to spend money, want to make money. Collectors are incredibly important. Of course, they are the most important because of the end user. But I mean, sometimes, especially on social media, which is the bigger presence, I guess, where you see this, it's just all about, you got to have a good card. You know what? This Jim Thome card might be a cheap 50-cent card. Like, that's an awesome card. And if it has meaning to you, you can enjoy it and have fun with it. And that's the way you have fun in the hobby. Sure. Investing in the right guys and all that is fun too, but that's not the end all be all. So I was talking to Ed and we were just kind of laughing about certain things. And you have certain cards that are just fantastic. And you remember this one I picked up for my Topps team set, Not necessarily part of the Phillies team set, but I'm going to make it part of it. Thought that was pretty cool there. It's a nice Kurt Schilling EX from Skybox. The whole point was, you collect some players that are meaningful to you, that you remember from your youth. And I was talking about how I've had a lot of fun lately picking up some Darren Daltons and John Crux guys I remember from like the 93 team. And then you pick up the current stars as well, like Bryce Harper and such, guys you're having fun watching now. But you also like picking up the guys who maybe didn't work out, like this Greg Jeffries. I mean, he had a solid career. It wasn't great for the Phillies, but you have those memories like childhood of him playing. And it's fun to pick those guys up. And you pick up even the guys who are way worse than Greg Jeffries. And like just to have a laugh about it, just to look at the cards, in passing. Like it's a good time. And it's really what makes the hobby great. The memories, the connections. That's awesome. So here's another parallel from Score Summit. The Nth Degree is the baseball version of it. But they are beautiful cards. Here's a cool Cracker Jack from Topps. Connie Mack. Cornelius McGillicuddy, perhaps a distant relative of Mr. J. McGillicuddy, who needs to come back and make some videos. Anyway, the original Cracker Jack of Connie Mack, tad expensive. Here's a fun card, Gold Medallion of Travis Lee. If the hobby boom of 2020 took place in 1997, his Bowman Chrome PSA 10 card would have been like a $500 card. He was a huge prospect, the original Diamondback. And you know what? He really didn't have a bad career, but he certainly never was the superstar many hoped he would be or thought he would be. His best season might have been his first year there in Arizona. Then he kind of fell off a little bit. Ended up in Philadelphia. He had a couple decent seasons with the Phillies. Was really good defensively at first base. Had some clutch home runs. But as a first baseman, 20 home runs, 90 RBIs, 260, 270 average. Just wasn't considered enough. Him, Rico Brogna, kind of similar players in terms of good glove, some power, but just not big enough pop at the first base position. Then he ended up bouncing around a few other teams as well. It's beautiful SP Authentic Jimmy Rollins. Ginter Rollins, some old school Donruss throwbacks. SPX, Flair. Here's a nice one here from Upper Deck. Upper Deck did do some bright, beautiful cards. Here's a Topps 206 Scott Rowland. Doug Glanville Gold Parallel. Random team card from Upper Deck Vintage. It's just fun seeing guys like Alex Arias who don't get cards, or Kevin Jordan very often. It's a Doug Glanville Invincible. I guess that's an insert. And the rest of the stack. Oh, by the way, there's some good stuff coming out of those boxes back there. It's a nice Darren Dalton Sport Flicks. Anyone who grew up in the 80s, 90s remembers Sport Flicks. Is 94 Fleer Darren Dalton. 84 Donruss Originals, Bobby Abreu. Topps Tribute. Bowman's Best Refractors. There's another nice one from SP Prospects. Cole Hamels. I think this is Archives. 2012 Topps Archives. 54 version of Cole Hamels. Nice Scott Rowland. Leaf Steel Darren Dalton. Darren Dalton Gold Leaf Stars. Dalton and Ivan Rodriguez. Some old school Topps Own the Game inserts. Jimmy Rollins. Chrome Jimmy Rollins. Refractor from Bowman's Best. Say Topps 205 Flip. Got Rollins and Burrell. Roland and Jimmy Rollins 2001 Franchise Futures. 1981 Top Stickers, Steve Carlton. Playoff Portraits, Carlton. Robin Roberts. This is from Bowman Heritage. It's a nice Jim Thome Topps Gallery. Thome Refractor. Diamond Tributes. Own the Game, Bobby Abreu and Jim Thome. Topps All-Stars, Jim Thome. And a Jim Thome Bowman Heritage. So, fun pickups there. Obviously not high value stuff, but doesn't mean it's not meaningful, awesome, and great for collecting. Here are 2 boxes I picked up from my buddy Jeremy. Just paid him one price for the entire box lot. And there's some awesome stuff for the collection. There's probably some stuff that'll end up getting moved at some point just because it doesn't necessarily fit the collection. But let's take a look. So we got a Max Kepler Prism Refractor from Finest Flashbacks, Caleb Smith. Here's a cool Bryce Harper rookie from Prism. That's a nice card. Luke Voigt Black Refractor. Yordan Alvarez Gold Refractor. Got a Roy Halladay from 2004 Finest. These were uncirculated cards, numbered to 139. Halladay and Larry Walker. Halladay definitely a PC card. Walker might move at some point. We'll see. Not in any rush on him, though. Here's a Spencer Howard 5-star. Sweet Pedro Martinez Refractor. J.D. Martinez Refractor and a black. Keen Wong Gold Refractor. Nolan Ryan Refractor. It's a nice Bryce Harper relic from Museum Collection. Pink Refractor of JT Realmuto. Shane Victorino. Padres prospect card. Alec Bohm Topps Chrome inserts. Manny Machado. Here's the Manny Machado Panini. Numbered to 499. It's from 2017 Father's Day card. Here's a nice Bryce Harper refractor from Topps Chrome back in 2013. Harper Gold Foil. Harper Purple Refractor from Bowman Chrome. Gold Refractor from Topps Finest back in, 2010 is numbered to 50. And a Gold Refractor of Cole Hamels. Got a Michael Young Refractor here, numbered to 99. Roger Clemens Finest Flashback SP. Real Muto, Candy Cane Parallel, and Donruss. I don't actually know what the parallel's called, but it looks like a candy cane. Mike Trout Refractor from Bowman's Best. Miguel Cabrera, Bowman Chrome, early years. This is 2002. Gold Refractor of Aaron Nola. Regular Refractor of Aaron Nola. And then box number 2. Loaded with some fun stuff in here as well. And some kind of oddball stuff. So just a random Greg Jeffries Bowman's Best card from 97. Anthony Rendon Gold Refractor. Jorge Soler Black Refractor from Finest Flashbacks. Bo Bichette Gold Refractor. Nola Base. Cool Dale Murphy from Topps Finest a number of years ago. Brandon Woodruff Refractor. Dave Winfield Refractor, numbered to 299 from 2005. Got a Mike Trout base. Got an Alec Bohm 5-star autograph. Serial numbered to 5. That's an orange numbered to 5. Red Refractor of Zack Wheeler. Reds in Heritage are numbered to 372. Bubba Starling. Gleyber Torres. Super random. Fragments of the Farm, Luis Garcia. My dad literally bought one of these at the last show we were at just because he thought it was kind of neat. It wasn't all that expensive. His was numbered to like 10. This one, I mean, probably something I'll move, but Here are the two bigger cards. One, I'll have to wait a little while to come back, but it's a 1997 Topps Finest Masters Autograph Variation Gold Refractor Parallel of Bryce Harper from 2021 Finest Baseball. So that should be a cool card for the collection. And then a 2020 Finest Flashbacks JT Realmuto Red Refractor PSA 10 Gem Mint. And those are serial numbered to 5. So I needed this one for my run of refractors from 2020 Finest Flashbacks, trying to do the entire set. Of course, got most of them graded in SGC holders, but that's cool. PSA does just well right there. So that is my recap from the Neshaminy Card Show. 20 minutes long, had a blast, had a great time. It was awesome seeing everyone. Always fun digging through the boxes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Had a little pre-war action, had some 90s nostalgia, had some throwback modern stuff, big stuff, small stuff, shiny stuff, had it all. Enjoy it all. Enjoy the hobby. Remember, collect what you love, like, enjoy, collect big time, small time, do whatever part makes you happy. Do a mix of it all. That's what I do. Enjoy it all. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.